Romance reading challenge. Yes, I know most of these books I did not read in the summer. This, like I said in the announcement for this challenge thing, I tried to start this all the way back in March, and just factors outside of my sphere of influence kept coming at me. It's been a year. So anyway, welcome to episode 1 of Summer of Love, and I hope you like this book vlog. The one after this you will see will be current. So yeah. I'm excited to actually be like on top of stuff and ahead. I got a weekend trip with my mom, so I'm up really late because I couldn't sleep. So so I have to be really quiet, but I promise I'm fine. No one else is here. Anyway, I just realized what it looked like when I turned around. Excuse me, how dare you be this good? How dare you be this good? Because like I now must read everything you write, and it is your fault, so like don't stop. I just finished let me come up a little closer. I just finished the deal. I'm kind of torn with this one because like I really like the writing. I really like Elle Kennedy's writing. I think her writing is fantastic. Like no bar. I think her writing is fantastic. Her characters are really well written, they're really well done. But I found myself, I don't know, about halfway through, bored to tears. Just bored to tears. Maybe it's because I'm also reading another novel that's like really, really compelling right now. I don't know. But like, and the sex scenes are okay, but they're also really, really awkward. Like, it's hard to describe it like without triggering censors. But like, what you know, something different. Like they were good. And again, Elle Kennedy has fantastic writing, and her dialogue and her character development is just. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and give this 3 stars. Like I said, personally, I didn't like the story. I found it very bland, very generic, very typical. But I do like Elle Kennedy, so I will go back to Elle Kennedy because I really, really liked her. I really like the narrators. It's a quick read. It's an easy read. But at the same time, for me, it's just not what I'm looking for. Again, there's nothing wrong with it. Just finished Full Exposure. I'm sorry I didn't update you reading it at all, but I've mostly been reading it, like waiting for my grandma at the doctor's office and stuff, so like, not the kind of place one wants to grab at a camera. Anyway, unfortunately I'm giving it 2 stars and I feel so bad. I really, really, really wanted to like it. I really did. But I hate insta-love. I hate insta-love so hard. And basically, they fall in love in the span of 2 weeks. And it's just not believable at all. Like, at all. I mean, I like both of them as characters. I like the writing. I'd read something else from this author in a heartbeat. Just in a heartbeat. I like the diversity in here. I like the different take on Norlands. Okay, so I think I'm about 15% of the way through, not part of the plan. I switched to the audiobook because I've been doing stuff that I needed, you know, my hands for. But the way this author writes sexual tension is just, what? I mean, like, talk about scenes that are borderline steamy, that like are not at all, like there is not sexual innuendo. Like this is like a very professional meeting that they're in, and it's just like whoa. Like I just, when, if this is not Fade to Black, this had better not be Fade to Black, because like if she writes this good sexual tension, I can't even imagine what the because Just, I'm impressed. Like, this is how you do it. All right, I'm reading Not the Plan. And I was not expecting. So they're at some sort of fundraiser benefit. No, not a benefit. A party to celebrate an innovation that her representative did, because she's a member of his staff. Chief of staff, to be specific. And she's hanging out with her boss's wife, who she's really close with. And Kareem, I hope I'm saying that right, comes over and is just like, "Hi, Isadora." And just, I love this woman. First of all, I love all of these characters. I love every single one of them except Isadora's mother, who can just, like, you know, but like her boss's wife is just like, "Oh my god, he's gorgeous. Why am I married?" Excuse me? Gia de Catamont? I hope I'm saying that correctly. Nobody told me that you were brilliant, because oh my god. Brilliant. Like, I have never, like, again, I've only really been reading romance for about a year. I'm starting this endeavor. I've only been doing it for a couple of weeks. But I have never read cute, fluffy, with sexual tension that didn't come off anywhere weird. And like, here, that last chapter where they're dancing. Oh my god. Like, it's cute. There's sexual tension. It's adorable. It's like, oh, like, I don't know how I'm gonna handle it when we get to those scenes, because whew, this book is already and like, they have this like really healthy relationship. Her boss's wife is just like, fuck everybody. No, like, seriously, fuck everybody. You deserve him. Like, you deserve a man that loves you, that cherishes you, that thinks that you are the most beautiful person in the room. Like, you deserve that bitch. Like, take him. Like, at least give him a chance. Like, try. And she's, of course, like, falling apart because her mother blamed her for her father's death. And this woman who just loves her. Just loves her. And that's like, that is the scene before this, and it is one of the most beautiful things I've ever read. Because this woman who just loves her completely, is just like, no, you deserve a man that loves you. And you deserve to let, I'm sorry, I'm just like crying. Like, you deserve to let a man in. Like, you deserve that. And if you wait too long, he'll leave. He'll go somewhere else. He'll accept that you're not interested, and he'll move on. And you're not just even just a couple of chapters ago, we had her mom, who was just a horrible, horrible person. Like, calling and manipulating her and like sending her flowers that make her sick and like all this. And then there's this woman who just loves her unconditionally. And like, she's talking about the fact that like opening up to her mom, like, it was always like turned into shame, and her emotions were turned into something horrible. And this woman is just sitting there and going, no. Like, letting her have them and letting her feel this and like holding space for her. But at the same time being like, no, you deserve that. Can we have more of this, please? Like, I get that a lot of romance novels are fantasies, and I get that a lot of them are just supposed to be fantasies. But can we get more? Can we get more of this, please? Like, hi. Hello, guys. Okay, so I lost the end of this review when I was filming it, or somewhere in the last months since May. Actually March, sorry. Simply in the last several months, I've lost the footage for the end of this, so I just thought I'd talk through this book because this one is top tier, top notch. Top 10 of the year so far, at least. And it ended up sitting with a 4.5, which I think is the second highest rated romance novel. I actually had a higherly rated romance novel at the beginning of the year out of some fluke. But it is so well written. It is so gorgeously written. It is so beautifully written. It is captivating. It is enjoyable. It depicts a healthy relationship, which personally I really appreciate. I get that romance novels are fantasies. Novels in general are fantasies, and that's totally fine. It's just nice to not always read like the toxic stuff and like actually read something that's healthy and mature and balanced, and like she has her career, he has his career. Her life does not surround him once they get in a relationship. She has healthy platonic relationships outside of her like romantic one. Her romantic one doesn't become her entire world. I adore this book, and I can't wait to pick up the next thing from this author because instant buy author. Done really well with that this year, and I couldn't be happier. It deserves all the praise in the world. This book is incredible. Okay, so it is technically my day off, but I saw this book and it's been sitting on my like wanna read TBR forever, and this is Ever After. And it is a fantasy romance YA, and it starts at the end of like the big quest and everything. Not the end of this particular story, but the end of the big quest. So we are literally, I'm that far in. I don't even think you can see that. I'm in the middle of the first chapter, and he's the chosen one, and he just killed the evil bad guy, and it's like a now what scenario. So we've just head off to go find the princess, but I don't think that's going to end very well because there's nobody guarding the tower and the door is open. So I don't think we're going to find a living princess. Anyway, it's hilarious. Oh my god, I finished it. Oh my god, it's amazing. Poison Ivy, do you have any thoughts to add? No? Okay. But anyway, so this is Ever After. Take my bookmark, my bookmark out yet, but it's amazing. 5 stars. This is adorable. This is hilarious. This is amazing. Why did I wait a year to read this? This has been sitting on my like digital TBR for a year. I actually bought it with an Audible credit a year ago. It's amazing. It's cute, it's funny, it's adorable. No complaints. No notes. Read it. New instant buy author. I'm having a lot of those this year. That's a good thing. I do not know how. My neighbors got tree trimmers on Easter Sunday, and yet they did. So ignore that. But I am about 70% of the way through of Decoy Girlfriend. I was reading it physically a little bit, but I've switched to the audiobook. Mostly because I've been working on stuff in my office because I'm finally going to have a window to paint. Very narrow window, but still a window. And having the hardware store not be open today does not fucking help. But anyway, regardless of that, like their dynamic has worked from the start. Again, this author on YouTube, but like thank you for actually being like using anatomical names for things, and like I mean euphemisms are fine. Like there's a reason we have cruder words for these things, especially sexually, but like and I'm not expecting like fully anatomically understanding situations, but like I mean in this vlog, I mean I've had like a vagina described as a vice, which like I do not have a penis and I am not a man, but like that just does not sound comfortable to me. I don't know where all the ends of all of my videos went, but they disappeared. Anyway, this is another 4 star. This is kind of on the more generic end, and it is very trope heavy, but it is done so well. Just so well. It is extremely, like I said, tropey, and the dirty talk is kind of cringy at times, but it's like tolerably cringy. It's kind of cute cringy, if I'm being honest. And this book does the tropes right. There's so many tropes in here. There's fake dating, there's celebrity, there's bookstore. Like, there are so many tropes in this book that it works. There's mistaken identity, and it is done well. I have said this for 1.5 billion times and will continue to say it forever. Tropes done well help you tell your story. Tropes done badly is lazy writing, and this book is tropes done well through and through, and I highly recommend. Okay, so I'm currently reading Date from Hell, which is the sequel to Not Your Average Hot Guy, where basically this normal girl ends up falling in love with the son of the devil, and this is the sequel to the first book, which, by the way, the first book is amazing. Technically it is a romance, but it's also much more like an action adventure thing. Like, they go and find the Spear of Destiny and almost start the apocalypse. It's brilliant. And like a cult leader gets turned into a goat. It's just, it's simply brilliant. And this is the second book, which is also phenomenal. So I'm currently on chapter 4, and this author is quickly becoming an instant buy author. I am just adoring it, and I'm realizing that the other book that I'm liking is from the same press right now, so maybe I should look for more of their stuff. But anyway, so that's what I'm currently reading. I'll update you guys on this in a little bit. Okay, so I finished Date from Hell. I ended up rating it a 3.5. It is a blast. It is so much fun, but there are parts of it that drag. However, if there's another book in the series, I'm picking it up because books 1 and 2 are just brilliant. These are like, if somebody took Indiana Jones or The Librarians or something like that, some sort of like wacky fantasy adventure series, and put a romance novel surrounding it, but one of the people is the son of the devil, and the other is this good Christian girl who's just a sweetheart, and you put them together, you would get this series, and they fall in love, and it's brilliant. So like in the first book, they almost start the apocalypse, but they stop it because they get the Spear of Destiny and they end up giving it to Saint Michael. And then in this one, and a bunch of crazy stuff happens, and it's just sheer brilliant fun. I can't recommend it enough. Like, for me, if it's a 3-star at least, that means I enjoyed it and really liked it enough to finish the whole book. So highly recommend. It was a blast. Alrighty, so that is the end of the first romance reading challenge, Summer of Love, whatever I officially am calling it, vlog. The next one, like I said in the intro, will be current, so it will include at least the reviews for these guys, and the stuff that I've read within the last month. So I will see you guys in that one. There'll probably be another video up before then, but yeah, okay, all right, I'll see you guys.